So one thing that was asked on me and my own server was how are double door skins going to behave? And well, it's a funny one because when you look at the armored double door skins, you'll notice instantly that we have hardly any of them. Before Outer Planets appeared, we had just four. And these only existed because, well, this was the one that came out when it first was introduced, when we first could have armored double door skins. This one followed quite soon after. And then we got one for Halloween and one for Christmas, and that's it. They are a very rare sight to see, and due to that fact, they have all gone up in price because there's hardly any options available. So these are like the ultimate protection doors. I mean, you probably would be happy to just have the single armored door, but yep, you have these as well. So, what is the likelihood for how these are going to behave? Well, first of all, are they oversaturated? As in, have there been far too many bought in comparison to actual demand? As we can see here, on the Monday, so these will be rotating out in 3 days' time, we are still below 18,000. And honestly, in general, I would say any purchases between 10,000 to 20,000 would be a fairly normal amount. That's totally fine. We're probably going to see these go just over 20,000. And I feel like that's a perfectly healthy amount. If we suddenly saw 30,000 plus, that's when I'd start questioning things. But, like I said, these look to be rather safe. Now, there is another problem that could arise that could cause the price to go down. And it's something that happened very recently with the single armoured door skins. See, much like what you just saw, the double armoured door skins that they are a rare sight to see. You just generally never ever see them being put on the Rust store. The same could have been said with the single armoured door skins. Now, for the longest time, they were quite rare to be seen, and they were few and far in between. Like, you just wouldn't really ever see them being added to the Rust store. As you can see here, there are a lot more compared to the double door skins, but the availability to make an armoured door skin has been around for 5 years plus, compared to the double armoured door skin, which has only been available to do for 2+ years. So yes, there is a reason why there's a lot more than double armoured door skins, but let's base this mostly around these cheaper ones. Why are these so cheap? Well, there's a very good reason. So like I said, same situation, single armoured door skins were a rare sight to see. Throughout all of 2021, we only received 5 armoured door skins. So 50 plus weeks, we only received 5. However, during 2022, within the first 10 weeks of 2022, we received the Hellgate armoured door, we received the Arctic base door, the Pixel armoured door, the Loot Lord armoured door, and then the Cargo Heli armoured door. These were very close to each other, a lot more closer than all of these ones. Because of that, with so many options available, they all bottlenecked each other. So let's say after a long time, we finally got the Hellgate armoured door. That's real nice. And it did rather well for a while it was available. But then we started to get the Arctic base door. And then people flocked to that one. And then we got the Pixel armor door. And then people flocked to that one. The problem is when they all came out at the same time, we suddenly had a lot more cheaper options. And because of that, they all bottlenecked each other. Because people were switching from one to the other instead of suddenly we only had one for a long time and that was it. So with so many options in such a short amount of time, the values of all of them have gone below the Rust store price, down by 10%, down by 15%, down by 26%, down by 34%, and down by 34%. They've all gone down, all because they bottlenecked their value at the same time. They all bottlenecked each other because they came out at the same time. Far too many options in such a short amount of time. Now, the only way this could be fixed is if Facepunch just turned around and didn't add any armoured door skins for a long time. Hopefully that is the situation. It hasn't happened for 2 weeks now. But this could happen to double armoured door skins if Facepunch feels like it. But there is a strange situation in that double armoured door skins have always been available in the workshop. They just haven't been picked. Face Punch just didn't pick them. And there's a lot of pre-existing, well-known collections here as well, like the Loot Lord, the Heartbreaker, the Glacial Visage, the Toxic deployable set. We have had a lot of well-known collections putting forward a double armoured door skin in their collection on Workshop, but Face Punch just never picked them. But now they've picked one randomly out of the blue for Outer Planets. What's stopping them from doing the same thing as what we just saw happen in the single armoured door skins? They could just add another one, and then the next week another one, and then the next week another one. And all these recent ones will instantly lose their value because they're all contending with each other. They're all never going to go above their Rustore price because we've sadly become oversaturated with options in the recent time. But fingers crossed, everything should be fine. We might not see another double armored door skin for maybe Easter, maybe Halloween, maybe Christmas, or maybe just another random one in 2022. We'll see. But if we suddenly got swamped, flooded with many different skins, then yes, their values will go down. These four likely will retain their value, but all recent skins will likely suffer. So fingers crossed, let's just hope that doesn't happen. So yeah, that is the possible worry with double armored door skins. And then the guy thought, oh yeah, that's fine, I'll just go buy 100 of them. Oh dear. But he's confident, he thought, yeah, that should be right then. So yeah, I mean, it's an investment, and sometimes investments have risk. That's just how it is. Cool.